Hello, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Come over here. Come here. Check it out. I'm wearing a very special shirt for tonight. First time on. It's the year one inning shirt. It is all of our emojis from the innings, from the start in chronological order. Sherry Marr's masterpiece. All of them. And at the very bottom, I can't even get it to show. Hold on. At the very bottom, your favorite, Answer the Call. How about that? You're 2 blocks from Bourbon Street. Drinking is rough on an old lady. It's rough on an old man. Mikey G's with us. I'm going to bring a... I showed them the shirt. Okay. I still need to shave. Ta-da. Look it. I'm wearing it. First time. First time with the shirt. Let's bring in Mikey. Mikey, and he's driving. Hold on. Let me turn this down. Try talking.
What's up?
You have a child with you.
I have a child with me, so I'll be.
Well, he was on the base too.
Yeah. I took him with me.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of. If you get feedback, just let me know.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, I took him. Dude, it was nonstop all day today. You know how it is.
Absolutely. Well, no, I don't actually. I'm not involved. I'm not involved in the military, and I don't have a child. But I'll imagine. I'll imagine that I know how it is. Here we go. Come over.
And all right. Just like the same issue with Amy, I can't see the chat while I do this on my phone. It's weird.
Amy couldn't either?
No. Oh, wait. You know what? If I don't see your face, hold on. How about now? Comments. Oh, wait. Private. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I can see the chat now. Okay, so if I don't look at your face, I can see the chat.
Well, that's good. Well, that's better. Everybody's still coming here, getting in here anyway. Hello. Hey, Jana. How are you? Hello,
yes,
Nikki.
Hello,
Sherry.
I have real clothes on today.
Oh, Coaster Mom. You do. It's actually it's a blue shirt too. Thank you.
It is, and it's I don't know if you can see it, if it'll show, but this is the inaugural Festival of the Arts shirt from the first year that
one. Yeah, I don't think I bought that one. Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. We got some fun stuff tonight. Sherry, I just realized I downloaded those photos to the phone that's doing the simulcast. So let me see if I can download them again onto this phone. Sherry sent me some fun photos that we're gonna be doing something with a little bit later. Awesome. Tonight's game, actually, I said last week that the Sarah J said was going to be a middle part of each game, but we had so many good quotes from Sarah J this week that today the whole game is Sarah J. And we'll do some trivia and stuff like that. It's not going to be too long of a show because I don't want to, the Magic Stream is still going on. I don't want to be on during all that. But I had to turn this on for at least a little while to say thank you to everybody for the way you all showed up today. What an amazing, amazing morning. I don't think any of us had any idea it was going to be that spectacular. And it was. So thank you all. Thank you. Pierce, take that down. You don't even know. It might show up. Come on. Take that down. Delete it. I'm deleting it. You never know. He's ruining it. He's already... There we go. Thank you. And no, this is not a kid's show. This most certainly is not a kid's show. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. I know there's a lot of other things happening today. this evening in particular. So I'm not expecting that large of a turnout. And as I said, we're not going to stay on all that long. But we did need to broadcast for a little bit tonight, just to say thank you. Now let me download these photos from Sherry really quick. Already I have the children crying. Cody and
He's fake laughing at you, bro.
he's laughing at me. Luca, just give him a keychain.
Luca, give
Give
a kiss.
him a keychain to throw.
Mwah. He's giving you kisses. Mwah. Hey.
Thank you, Luca. Isn't that cute? Isn't that darling? None of the other ones give me kisses. They just scream. Oh, thank you, Coach. Thank you. Oh, that was really nice. Yes, it was. You'll be seeing that quote again later in a different context. That's why I had to take it down. Your heart is melting. Oh, what a sweetheart. So, what were you doing today? What was that? I don't even know what was happening today.
With me?
Yeah.
So we're bringing in our new administration. We're bringing in our new commanders, new staff for next year. And that's big celebrations tomorrow. So we're all getting resworn into our positions. So I'm getting resworn into my position as Division Staff Officer to Public Affairs. And I'm getting sworn in for another position as a branch chief in food services and public, and which is, it's a big deal. So, but today, since I'm in public affairs, I'm responsible for a lot of the setup behind it, which is projector setups, content that needs to be displayed, and all that other crap, annoying crap.
So you were doing that with the kid?
Yep.
Were you able to get it all done? Was that a challenge?
Yeah. So earlier today, I cut down a tree. That was the first part of the day. I was cutting down a French tree, and then I had to head over there. It was definitely challenging with the kid.
Wow.
But everyone loves kids there, so they grab them up, they put them on a couple planes, a couple helicopters, and
oh wow.
Well,
that would be,
yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. So they happily keep them entertained.
Nice. No, what we're gonna do, Pierce, is we're gonna make her entire. I've got about 4 quotes just from her for tonight. She's gonna be the game, and that may or may not be one of them. Emphasis on probably may. And that's why he has a chainsaw. That's why he has a chainsaw. There you go. Yes, that is Coach's dog. That is Otis, otherwise known as Duke, because Coach has no balls and couldn't stand up to the fact that he wanted the dog to be named Otis. So here we call him Otis. Everybody. So how was the rest of? What did everybody else do today after the show ended this morning? Aside from watching the other streamers, what else did you do today? Anybody do anything fun? Fill up the chat. I want to hear all about it. Duke does. Thank you, John the Barber. That's all right, Pierce. You had no way to know. It's just funny because I looked up and I saw it. I'm like, oh, I was like, wait a minute, that's the game. Otis is great. Duke is a badass. Oh, okay, whatever. So it's Duke that we wanted, but Otis is what we got.
Sherry Marr, how did the pasta come out? I'm dying to know about the pasta.
Basketball game. Good. Oh, you've been sick? I'm sorry, Nikki. You watched the replay. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Went to Costco. Why not?
I love Costco.
Yeah, I don't go there as often as I should. I usually end up at Sam's. But I have a Costco card. It's so much better. It really is better.
Wow, I haven't heard of Sam's Club in a while.
So, oh, no Mercado? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that could be a hard lesson.
Worth it. It's totally worth it. For homemade pasta like that.
When so guys, as I said, it's gonna be a little more truncated tonight. In fact, I want to make sure. Yeah, we're at 10 after. We're probably going to do this it's going to be about a 45-minute thing. This is going to be bam, 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 bam. But one of the things I wanted to do is, in fact, Sherry, I think we're actually going to save the photos till a night where we got a little more time. Because I want to take these and crop them. I have them all perfectly cropped on the phone the phone that's fallen, the phone that's up here. So we'll probably do the photos. Sherry took some photos, some screenshots. We're gonna have to try. We're gonna have you use your imagination to come up with your best guess, not of what they are, but what they actually are, but what you think they look like. What they actually are is pretty boring, but you really can't tell because they're so blown up. So we'll probably do those next week. You have 11 pounds of flour. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
The best quality flour that you can get for
Hi,
your
Tiffany.
money.
Are you talking about me or Sherry Marr? We're talking at the moment the Sherry Marr. Why, Snoopy? What do you have? Snoopy said she was going to send me an email. I haven't seen it yet. Where's this email, Snoopy? Haven't seen it yet. Hi, Captain Robert. Welcome.
Sherry Marr. Well, 11 pounds of flour. So yeah.
Gosh darn it! It's not. I'm sorry. You're right. It is. Snoopy sent them. Sherry, wait, no. Sherry's a different topic. Sherry Marr is a different topic. Sherry Marr is our. I'm a mess from today. Sherry Marr, I want everybody to know, was our official final a donation today. So there was one donation. We were 25 away from, or 20 away from 20. We were 2680, I think, and we were 20 away from 2700. And Sherry, unfortunately, had to miss the show this morning. Sherry Marr had to miss the show this morning, so she wanted to donate. It's like, you already have, because I wanted it to be a round, even number, so I put that last one in. And so she's now our official. You're the one that capped it up and off for us, making it the official 2,700 that it is. And it's funny, like a couple times today, I'm so like blown away that it's anywhere near that number. But I'm also like, I'm wanting people to be precise about it. So like someone said today in one of the chats, like in the afternoon, they're like, yeah, a little earlier they did over 2,500 in an hour. I'm like, yeah, it was over 2,500, but really it was 2,700. So let's get that exact, because there was a lot of people that put that in there. 2,700. So I wanted everyone to know that. I wanted everybody to know that Sherry Marr was our final donation that put us over.
Aww.
Put us over. It's Snoopy is the one that sent me the photos. I did get the photos, and I got both versions of the photos, Snoopy, and I got them like cropped, and they're all ready, but they're on this camera right here. What was the total? Yes. So the 500 so Lisa, here's what happened. There's like 2 or 3 different ways to donate. And the way that was to donate that was on the phone that I was using as a second phone, went right through, was showing your name, was coming out of accounts, was this, was that. But there was another way to donate that went through PayPal. So I was able to take the PayPal money and put it directly across. So we took that first 500. It was actually a little bit less than 500, but I topped it off. That first 500 was what we earned from September and October, and that's what started us off. So we were already starting like above what, sometimes some of the hours we're making total. So that began it. So no other money went to them. I was able to figure out how to put our money in first. And what I did was I put it in before I started streaming. I started the stream up. I went to the phone. I clicked on the thing. So we were not broadcasting yet. So really it happened like in the in-between period between the 2 streams. But it showed up, and I said to Chris it was going to be there, and I said what the amount was. And so that's how we started with our September and October money. So, and Coach, it wasn't a good idea so much as I didn't want to have to wait until afterwards. Then, it's not that it can't support anybody else, but the account that our stuff was in was not the account that was tied to this phone. And I didn't want my name showing up. I didn't want bank account stuff showing up. I didn't want PayPal showing up. And so, but luckily, right beforehand, I went and I tested it out. I was like, this is going to go through the PayPal, and it's going to go through our PayPal where that money is. It's going to come right out of there, out of the bank account that it's in. So it showed up right at the start, and it's actually given me some ideas for I'll be honest. There's a huge part of me that wants to be one and done. Like, this is it. We just went this one time and blew it up, and whatever. And for up until like really yesterday, last night, and even this morning, that was my thinking, that we would only participate this one time. But should they ask us again, I actually have an idea for what to do with that, and I'm thinking we're going to do it at least one more time if they'll have us back, and we're just going to start taking one Saturday each month and doing what we were doing all along, and I'm just going to keep collecting it through the entire year. And then next year, don't tell anybody, this is what we're going to do. So next year, they'll forget by then at Bandcamp. So next year, what we'll do is I'll lead again with some of our money. Well, no, coach, stop. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the same thing, except instead of it being 500, hey, Seven, instead of it being 500, I'll put out like 750. We'll start at like 750. And then we'll have the whole buildup, just like we did today, and everybody contributing. And then at the end, instead of me putting in $20, 750 will be like 3 months worth. So then at the end, instead of putting in $20, when we're up to whatever it is, however high we get on that day, with all the excitement, because that's what happened. It was all the excitement and all the buildup. Instead of putting in that last $20, I'm going to put in the next 8 months worth of donations. Like, I just bury it. Like, however, whatever the rest is, have that at the very end. So it just like skyrockets. I think that's what we're going to do. Don't tell anybody. But and most importantly, don't, now that I've told you this, don't keep that from donating next December 4th, because the big pylon is going to happen at the end of all the rest of our months. Yeah, like, start with more money, then have the huge show like we did, and then at the very, very end, but like, oh, by the way, we have 8 other months worth of donations that we did, and here it is at the very end, just like, and then never do it again. No, I don't mean never do it. I'm kidding. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was a little stressful. I'm not going to lie. We were using a completely different platform than we've used before. The fog was no joke. Driving in here was insane. I did not have my annual pass. All kinds of things went wrong. But Chris is very nice to us. He's been very nice to us from the start. He's been very nice to me from the start. He's been very helpful to me. And if he asks again, we're going to do it. But we're going to say we didn't get to choose our time slots really, but I will say we are getting the morning at Magic Kingdom, right? That is going to be our slot, right? I will ask for that. I will ask for that. The fog was amazing, Sherry, once we got there. The fog driving from the studio over to Magic Kingdom was it could have been deadly. If that had been a little bit later in the day, at the kind of traffic that's usually on those roads, it was awful. I couldn't see anything, and yeah, it was a mess. I was really, really nervous driving there, and I never get nervous driving, but it was bad fog. And then, as you could see, as we were walking around, it was just, everything was covered, and it was thick. The sun had been up for a while and was not burning any of it away, so it took a while. Hey, Trip Billy, how you doing? Oh, I don't think we're gonna do the 100 at a time. We'll do. There was a lot of hundreds at a time today. We got plenty of those nukes, but I like the idea of like putting 3 months out there at first, or 4 months out there at first, and then saving the rest for the very, very end. I was going to save the 500 for the very end. I was going to save the 500. Now I'm glad I didn't, because the 500 like sparked everything. But now we're gonna start fundraising like next month. We're gonna start doing it one Saturday a month, and I'll just keep putting it to the side, just like we did. And over the years, just going to build higher and higher and higher, because no one's going to start fundraising this early. So, Silent Hill level, it was 7. Good way to describe it, actually. Really good way to describe it. Let's do I don't even feel like we're in a trivia mood today. This is just like I feel like kind of just unwinding from all of this. Yeah. And I tell you, it was spur of the moment. If I hadn't been able to put that thing through, that wouldn't have happened. So it all worked out well. It is a great cause. It is. Oh, and Liz Mick, thank you so much. You were a huge part of that success. Everybody was a part of it. You guys really, you had several nukes in there, and thank you very much for your generosity. Like I said today on the stream, for your generosity to me. I love Pluto, for your overwhelming generosity to Tom. I appreciate more than anything you're doing for us, and for what you did today. Thank you. That was really, really cool. Everybody, we had a lot of people dropping $100 bills, and everybody who put anything in there, it all went to that 2,700, which is, I mean, look, it's. I can't even express it. When I thought it would be 1,000, I was like, okay, that was cool. It was like 1,500, was like, great. When it was like, this could be 2,000, but then when it went that last 10 minutes and we crossed all those lines, I don't think anybody had any idea that this is how it was going to turn out. It was a wonderful morning, wonderful morning. So thank you guys for all of that. And again, we're not going to keep this too long. I want to keep it pretty much to about 45 minutes or so. Hey, Jeff, simply because it's still going on. I don't want to seem like a jerk and scream over other people that are out there raising money. But we do have she's not even here. Well, it's not. I was hoping Sarah J was going to come in here, but she already knows her quotes, I guess. I don't know. I really didn't look. I'm sure something like that will come of it. I mean, there's almost a part of me that doesn't even want to do a game. Oh, he sure does. Lee's not here. Sarah J's not here. You need more devices. And I want everybody to be here to see the photo game, Snoopy's photo game as well. It's not a game. It's just these guessing photos. At first, Snoopy was like, I don't want. It was mostly she wanted me to see them, but I was like, this would make a fantastic After Dark. Show them and we all guess what it is. Coaster Mom, you too, or so? Oh, you need more devices. I've got several devices. You want me to send you some of my devices?
Hey.
I don't know. You want? So what's up for the rest of the night for you, Mikey?
I got a shave.
You look like your dad. The photo you sent me this morning, you look like your dad.
Oh, with the mustache. I'm keeping the mustache for tomorrow. But I have to shave my arm. I'm not allowed to have the hair. And then I got to press my uniforms. Make sure they're
How long does that take? How long does it take to do all that?
To shave or
pressing the uniform stuff?
How long does it take to press the uniforms or shave?
Yeah.
Or both?
Press the uniforms. That's the part I would take.
It's going to take me about an hour.
Yeah. I would be terrible at that. My roommate was in the Navy. I told you about it. He was but when we were in college, he was just an ROTC, and he was doing that stuff all the time. It's like all he ever did was press his uniforms. And I would not have the wherewithal or the time. I'd be a mess each and every morning.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's just the dress uniforms. The regular uniform that we have for operational, those don't really need to be pressed. Those are wash and dry.
Where does he get his talkative nature from, your son? Where does he get all the talking from?
Probably from my mom.
Really?
Yeah,
you talk a lot. You do talk a lot.
I talk a lot. Yeah, once I'm comfortable.
Talk fast.
I talk way too fast. Actually, I went through speech. I can't even talk that. I went to, where the hell am I? I had to go to speech therapy school to slow down my speech. Because even when I was younger, they put me in, I think I told you this. I don't remember if I told everyone this. They put me in ESL because I had a speech problem, but they thought that since my parents were Spanish, it was because they only taught me Spanish, and that's why I wasn't able to talk. Meanwhile, it was really bad. And
the lawsuit you could have had today.
No, absolutely.
Wow.
And then so finally, my mom had to step up really hard and convince them that no, like something else is up. And then they put me in the right therapy class, and I was able to kind of get better.
Well, you don't. I mean, you talk fast. I don't think you talk that fast. I really talk fast. I talk faster than you do.
I used to have a really bad stutter too.
Oh, really? How did you clear that?
It was the therapy.
That
The speech therapy
same,
just really worked through me.
same therapy.
Yeah.
Wow. Good evening, everybody. As you're joining us, it's a very short, just congratulatory pat ourselves on the back episode tonight. We have a game, we have trivia, we have a bunch of funny photos that Snoopy sent. But I think we're going to save that for an actual episode when there aren't people out raising money. I feel kind of bad actually even being on even now, but there's no way that I could not turn the camera on at some point today to say thank you to everybody and that we could all just sort of bask in what happened this morning. He's totally adorable. And he throws keychains. He's got a mighty fist. He's just like...
Definitely, and he has a much more mighty fist now. He's
Boom.
so much more talkative now. He's so talkative now. It's unreal, as you can tell. Like I said, I'll be cycling the mute on and off, so it's not super annoying.
Oh no, you're fine. We're not gonna be on all that long. He's fine. Let him go. Where else was I gonna say? Oh, so listen. The same thing's gonna be tomorrow. So tomorrow morning we are streaming tomorrow, and we are going to Disney tomorrow. But very, very briefly, I'm doing it extremely early in the morning. Again, this Magic stream is going till noon tomorrow, and but we have to get a stream in. So thankfully, the restreaming worked today, so that my stream with them became my stream for today. I didn't have to do anything extra like I thought I was going to have to. Tomorrow, we're going to do a very early breakfast. We're going to Trattoria Al Forno again to get another breakfast pizza, and we'll probably walk a little bit around the lake and maybe stop in. We might actually just spend time at Boardwalk, but we are not going to be on long tomorrow at all because again, they are going to be streaming all through the morning, and I don't want to be the idiot who just it wasn't a rule necessarily. I mean, no one said don't stream at the same time, but it's you can't. The problem is I can't stream in the afternoon because I got a family birthday, so I have to do it at some point. So we got like a 7:30 a.m. breakfast, which is as early as I could get a reservation. So we're gonna have breakfast. We'll walk around a little bit, and that will be our stream for the day. So tomorrow will also be short. Monday we will be right back to normal, and we are going to go back to we'll be at Magic Kingdom at the site of our victory. Congrats and thank you for spending time with me. That was awesome. Oh, absolutely, Ben. We had so much fun yesterday. If you guys didn't see it, Epcot is really interesting. We'll have a big audience, one Epcot show, and then the next Epcot show, it's like a small, normal audience. Then we'll have a giant Epcot show, and then a normal show. It's just I can't predict which one's going to be which. So, yesterday's show at Epcot was a smaller show. There wasn't all that many people watching throughout the day. We ran into Ben, aka Fink Family, with his caps at the very end of it, and got to sit around and talk about Prince for 15 minutes, which was amazing. So thank you. That was great. Well, yeah, to a point. Like, I mean, I've already coach. I've like dipped on every single thing that they've offered to do. They've had parties. They got together at a house and all streamed together. They've had gatherings. The only thing I did was I did the tech call, and my camera wasn't working. So nobody could see me. I'm like, I haven't like been involved at all. And if we do it next year, I probably, well, Chris knows now. He kind of knows how I am. I mean, I wasn't involved this year, like in those things, because, quite frankly, I had a birthday yesterday, and I got a birthday tomorrow. So we have family things that we couldn't get out. But I'm not a participator. And I guess to be successful at this, we were able to do real good without necessarily being involved with everybody, which is I'm really kind of solo. And I think Chris, without a doubt, realizes that right off the bat. The first conversation we had, this was one of the things he said he likes, that we just kind of do our own thing. So if and when we do this again next year, I would probably do the same thing. Just kind of, we're just going to show up on that day. We're going to do our fundraising beforehand, and we'll show up the day, do whatever we do next year. And I'm not a people person. I don't play well with others. I'm not a group person. But so my point being, yes, I don't want to. not only do I not, not only have I not shown up to anything or really met anybody, but I don't want to be sitting there streaming all morning through all of their other segments. So we're just gonna have a quick breakfast and move on. You tried to out-donate Coach N, but he won. The louse. That's what the class of '86 does, or the class of '13, I should say. The class of 1913. Did you watch the house party? I haven't even watched it. I'm terrible. Terrible. I took one look at the house for like 5 seconds. I barely watched it. It looks like a nice house. I just don't do that stuff. I would have the funny thing. I would have nothing. Where's Dawn? Where's Dawn to back me up on this? I would have nothing to say to anybody. They'd all think I was just arrogant. But what it is, I just don't talk to people. I just sit in the corner. I talk to screens. I'm fine talking to screens. I'm not fine talking. Jeff, when I have to be. I was a communication professor, so when I have to turn it on, I can. But I would much rather prefer not to turn it on. I'm way better just, and especially like, I don't know. It's, how do I put this? In particular, because our streaming year has basically been on our own year, we really haven't known or run into or met anybody, or the vloggers. I mean, there's a couple that I've met who've been very nice to me. But for the most part, it's this gigantic quote unquote community of whom we know none. And I just would not feel comfortable. I mean, we show up in the morning, we leave, and we don't run into anybody else. And that's kind of like how I do. That's kind of how I do everything. And apparently, what's he saying or singing? Sherry wants to know. Your son, is it? I mean, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I don't.
Blair.
I don't know this song. I think he might. It sounds like the Excavator song from Blippi.
I don't know that one.
It's a catchy tune. He sings it a lot, but it's like it's Excavator. It's catchy. But I'm pretty. He's been addicted to that episode, so he's been watching it over and over and over and over and over again.
So my youngest brother, for him it was the Great Muppet Caper. He watched it 3 times a day for a year, and that's why. So when you go to Hollywood Studios, actually the shop, the Muppet shop, when it's open, it is like the set. It's the set from that movie, and I walk in, I'm just like, oh my god. And after about 3 months of it, it should have been like water torture, but it wasn't. It just into your subconscious, and you just accepted it, that this is what I'm going to listen to, so he won't cry. I want to try. I want to see what Mikey looks like on the full screen. Hold on. I want to see what happens if I take myself off the screen here. If this is what does it. Remove from stream.
Say hi. Say hi, everyone. Say hi, everyone. Close. Say bye, everyone. We're not saying bye. I think we lost Pat, though. Pat, you still there?
There I am. No, I just wanted to see how that worked. It's been so long since I've done that. Yes, he is. He's driving home, I do believe. That's a long drive you got. You started driving before a half hour before. When I sent you the link, were you in the car?
Yeah, so it's so that station is in Opelika, right? So it's about 45-minute drive.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta get old. Yeah. And is it every third weekend, every fourth weekend? How often?
It's really variable. Since I'm not like reserves or anything like that, so it's all dependent on the jobs that are needed and how often they need me. Because it's per diem, basically. So it could be 2 or 3 times a week for 4 or 5 weeks straight, or it could be I don't have to do it for 2 or 3 weeks.
How much notice do? I'm sorry. How much notice do you get? Notice in advance.
Most of the times it's 1 to 2 weeks notice. Okay. Sometimes I get 2 to 3 months, depending on the job that's needed. But like yesterday or Monday, what's today? Friday. Today's Saturday. Yesterday, they called me that morning and said that we needed help with a retirement party.
What if you were at work? What if you're at your other job?
I called in and I told them, hey, I have another commitment I need to take care of, and they're like, okay, no problem.
Wow, good for
Yeah.
you. I would have a hard time balancing that.
Yeah. But it's fun.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard.
It sounds.
It's definitely hard to balance. You're right. It's definitely hard to balance. But even the job can't say no either.
So, well, I'm seeing the Olaf. So, and Lisa had asked this morning. A lot of people were saying they like the effects. They like the streaming effects for the donations. Those are things that Chris has used the last couple of years, and I like them a lot too. And he's not using YouTube Super Chats to do that. He's using a complete outside source. And those are things that we are going to look into first for this channel, prior to doing anything on the other one. We're going to try all that out on After Dark once I learn how to do it and find things that are comparable that would work for us. So we are going to have some version of that in the upcoming future. Jeff, that's funny. Someone was just asking me about that tonight. I don't know. I really don't know. But whatever effects we get, we're going to cultize them. We're going to make them into something having to do with the cult. There's got to be ways to do it. And there's certainly ways that I can name them, that the things can be named, that can have, just like the Patreon levels, that it's a loft and all that stuff. We will find a way to tailor it to us. But the animations, I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. I just know that it does. And he was very, very cool about it. In essence, he's like, why aren't you doing this? And I was like, well, first of all, because you are. He's like, don't you think they'd like to see, like, people would like to see, the things scrolling and their words going across. Like sometimes he's done versions of it in the past where it's been, it actually goes across. You could see your own super chat go across, or your own message filling the screen. I'm more comfortable with that in After Dark. I'm not sure how I'd feel about walking around Disney and having all those effects around Disney. Like, I watched some of it back. We're watching the Castle show and $100 came in, and the 50th thing gets blown up and you really can't hear anything. So some of that, I don't know that I would have all of the sound effects necessarily, and I don't know that I would have them spreading quite across the screen. They, all the way across the screen. I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, we're definitely gonna try it with this show. Yeah, 7. I have no idea how any of this works, and that's the other problem. It's Streamlabs, so he's running it. I mean, he was there actually at home running it. He was at home overseeing a lot of this, but it's running when he's in the parks doing his show. We use Streamlabs Prime for the reruns, and for the reruns, when you're playing a video, aside from the fact that it gets choppy sometimes, and if there's a power surge, it stops. Other than that, it works pretty well for that function. I've never used it for anything else. Yes, we would not have all that on the screen. I would not have the scrolling that he does. He's got the scrolling there so you can see what the levels are. But if you just go to the pinned message and click to donate, not for Magic Streamdom, but for his own channel, it brings you to a page where it tells you what the levels are. So you don't necessarily need to have, oh, look at this. Wait, take me off the screen. Look at that.
Say, say hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Say, I love you all. Uh-oh.
He's huge. Yeah, so we're gonna try it on here first. I don't mind having this screen filled with stuff, but if we ever do it at the Magic Kingdom, it would just be the effects happening when the effects happen. I wouldn't have necessarily the scrolling that he's got. And in his real stream, he doesn't have the QR code. That was just for today. Doing my best to break your stride. No more. What? Well, today he was 7, but when he streams in the park, that stuff is all running, and I don't know that he's setting it off from his phone. I don't think he is, because there's times where he doesn't see it happen until a little later, or a mod will say somebody donated this, but the effect already went across. So, yeah, not sure. I have to figure all that out. Mikey's gone. I think we lost Mikey. Let's see if he comes back. We're only going to stay on for a couple more minutes anyway, because now we're getting pretty far along. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Sorry.
But that's all right. I thought you were leaving.
It was really weird. It was making you sound like an alien.
You got a Pat Blue room. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Is this your room, Mikey?
Oh no, this is Luca's room.
Okay, I know it's Luca's room. I was being serious. Of course it's Luca. That was your room.
Why isn't the audio working?
Guy. I have an IT guy right there. Wait till you see the things I'm going to have to work on. Actually, there's something I need your help with at some point. I've got a little robot. that it's such, I'm not even going to. Yes, I already have a project for Mikey. Nukes were epic today, Dallas. That is correct. Were they loud on the phone? I couldn't hear them back. And you're right, it was loud. That's another thing. See, like I don't know the effects that I want. Like on here, I don't care. They could be loud effects because it's just us goofing around. I don't know that I want that in Magic Kingdom though. Loud effects. The animations can be whatever. Look at that. Look at that face. Did you see how your face was frozen?
Yours was frozen too. Like, oh.
Yeah, well, you should. Yours was funnier. Popcorn bucket. Oh, I've got popcorn. This popcorn might have been from last week. Actually, no, it's not. So y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. We're at 47 minutes, and I wanna get out of here before I seem like a jerk to everybody else. So thanks, guys. I will see you really at the crack of stupid tomorrow. The stream is gonna start so early because breakfast is at 7:30. So I gotta get out of here at like 6 in the AM. You can toggle on what you played with the volume. Oh, you have to go and change it each time. Ugh. Next time we do an After Dark, which will be about a week from now, we are going to have the trivia. We're going to have Amputee Snoopy's photos. We are going to have the next game, which is Sarah J. Said. And we're going to have a great time. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything today. It was a fantastic morning, and I couldn't come on. I wouldn't feel right if we didn't have a little cult meeting to wrap it all up. So thank you guys. Thank you, Mikey. Have a great day tomorrow, Mikey. Congratulations. Try not to mess up your renewal of your vows or whatever this is. Your renewal of your Coast Guard vows or whatever they're having you do.
This is so weird.
He can't even hear us. Can you even hear us? Mike, he can't hear what I'm saying. Mikey, you're so cute. Mikey, you're so cute. Oh, you're adorable, Mikey. Mikey, you're so cute. He can't hear me.
I can't hear you.
He can't. Oh. We're leaving. It's all right. We're done. See you guys. See you in the morning. Take care, everybody. Great job, everybody. Take care, y'all. Bye now.